The night was dark and scary. A thick fog, cold as ice, hung in the air. Aarav, a young man who loved to take pictures, stood before the old fort. The fog was so thick he couldn't even see the top of its stone walls. He shivered and held his camera bag tight. He came to take pictures of the fort's spooky beauty. He walked through the old broken archway. A strange cold feeling ran down his back. The air felt heavy, like the smell of wet dirt and old things. The only sounds were the leaves rustling and Aarav's own heartbeat. Aarav took a deep breath. He was ready to explore. The fort was like a puzzle, full of hallways and broken rooms. Vines grew on the walls, looking like bony fingers. The silence was broken only by the sound of an owl hooting. Aarav felt like someone was watching him. He shook his head, trying not to think about it. He reached the central courtyard. A big, dead tree stood in the middle, its branches looking like twisted claws. People told stories about a white lady who haunted the fort. They said she tricked people and led them to their deaths. Aarav just laughed. He didn't believe in ghost stories. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew through the courtyard. Aarav turned around quickly, his camera ready. For a second he saw something white. A sad cry echoed through the fort. His heart beat fast in his chest. He followed the sound. He found a hidden room, lit by a single lantern. A chest lay open in the middle. Inside was an old yellow map. As he reached for it, a cold hand grabbed his arm. He turned, his blood turning ice cold. Standing in front of him was a woman in a white dress. Her face was pale and pretty, but her eyes were full of sadness. She spoke in a whisper. "Leave this place," she warned. "The map only leads to bad things." Aarav was scared and ran back. He didn't need to be told twice. He ran through the fort, desperate to escape. As he ran through the main gate, he heard a scary laugh behind him. He never looked back. Aarav never went back to the fort, but he kept the map to remind him of the night he met the White Lady. He could still hear her warning. And sometimes, late at night, he thought he heard that scary laugh again. It made shivers run down his spine. The fort remained, covered in fog and mystery, a scary reminder of the secrets hidden inside its old walls.